scene in '92, and I brought here a couple of their pictures of the early press releases. This is like from the In a Minute days.
Oh shit.
And again, totally insane, an amazing group, but ahead of their time. Like, you know, as they would say, fools be sleeping. They couldn't get in with it, and many things like throughout the years with totally insane. And this is when they were on In a Minute. We're all a little insane, so why not go all the way? Go totally insane, direct from the back street.
Oh shit.
And, you know, the connection, of course, TC, the producer, who also worked with RBL. So everything kind of tied together. And that's, again, another example of how close-knit the Bay Area rap/hip-hop community was. Artists constantly collaborating, and there was always like some relation. You know, Mac Mall and Dre Dog connecting. All these different people. It was not uncommon. JT the Bigger Figure. You know, so many different people working with others within the Bay. And it's always been a tradition, I think, in the Bay Area more than any other city.
I talked about Backstreet Life. So after Backstreet Life album came out, we was off In a Minute Records. And it was pretty much back to independent, you know what I'm saying? We did 3 albums with In a Minute Records. Well, two albums with In a Minute Records, direct from the Backstreets. We brought in with us. But we made 2 albums going insane, the Backstreet Life, while we was there. So after the Backstreet Life album came out and the contract was over with In a Minute Records, so it was basically like we was starting fresh, like we was starting new, you know what I'm saying? Right after the deal was over with In a Minute Records, you know, me and Tim was still back on the block, you know what I'm saying? One day, Tim had caught a dope case, and was on his way to the pen. At the time, we didn't know how much time he was facing, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was time for us to start working on new music. So, Scoot from Hood Stars, shout out to my nigga Scoot, Band-Aid from Hood Stars. Scoot was my everyday nigga. That was a nigga that I rode around with and hung out with every day, you know what I'm saying? So, with 10 being away and Scoot growing up around us doing the music and shit, because we always did music with Scoot, it was only right that if I was gonna carry on the Totally Insane torch and I needed somebody to fill in, Scoot was the perfect choice, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, and we actually, the Totally Insane album started off as, it wasn't even gonna be it was gonna be kind of like a Totally Insane Presents. Me and Scoot, you know what I'm saying? Bomb Threat. The name of the album is gonna be Bomb Threat. We had did a couple of songs, and we did like The News, we did like So Real, Hog Status, and Another Way. And right when we did those songs, Tiana got a good lawyer, and the lawyer was able to pull some strings and get him to go to Sheriff Work Program. So, you know what I'm saying, we was able to, he had to, you know, I guess he had to live in the Sheriff Work Program during the week, and he can, we got it to where he can come to the studio and record and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we took the 4 songs that we had, like I said, was So Real, The News, Hog Status, and Another Way, and we just add new songs to it, start recording new songs to it. We recorded all that shit at the Enhancer. Shout out to my nigga Enhancer. My homeboy Jason, shout out to my nigga Jay Kingston. Draw Big Draws, 211, you know what I'm saying? That whole clique. I went to Germany on tour with MC Light, me at 211. And Jay and them hooked that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Jay Kingston and them hooked that shit up. And during the trip, he was just talking about, you know, hooking up and doing a project together, and that's how the Bomb Threat thing came into play, just when Tim was in jail. So we basically kind of planned the shit out in Germany, came back, and just got started on the shit, you know. I grabbed Scoot, we started going to the studio, we started, T and Enhancer started bringing us beats, Big Draws, came into the picture, started giving us beats and shit, and producing beats for us, and we just put the shit together. So when 10 came home, we was already in motion by the time 10 came home. 10 just jumped in line, you know what I'm saying, did what he do, you know, be surgical with the shit, and the shit came together, you know what I'm saying? The Totally Insane album dropped. A lot of people was kind of like, even us, we was kind of like skeptical. We like, damn, you know, after all these years being with In a Minute Records, you know, we don't really know the record industry like they know it. So it was kind of like, you know, where are we gonna go from here? What are we gonna do? What are we, you know what I'm saying? But shit, the name was still hot. You know, we were still hot off Backstreet Life album, and when the Totally Insane self-titled album dropped, that motherfucker was big. That shit blew the fuck up all over again. You know what I'm saying? It was like we never left. You know, and then adding the new edition Scoot got kind of like a younger audience to gravitate toward us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that was a great album, man. I like that album a lot. You know, a lot of people say that's one of our best albums. Some people say that is our best album. You know, everybody got their opinion. To, you know, different motherfuckers say different albums is they favorite or whatever. But
Hog Status.
yeah,
Legendary.
Scoop,
Shit too.
Legendary, Bay Love,
Yeah, Bay Love's the
Situations,
shit.
Falsified, So Real,
So Real.
The News. Yeah, you know,
Addicted to Me.
Addicted to Me. Yeah,
That's the shit too.
yeah. Yeah, man, there's a lot of great songs on that motherfucker, man. We just kind of like just got in our bag. We was all in the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? 10 came home with a vibe like he was real serious and real focused, you know what I'm saying? And we just went that motherfucker knocked some shit out, you know, and got that motherfucker done. We had a lot of fun doing that album, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that album. Yeah.
Crazy, I was stacking them chips. I